Medical breakthroughs in recent history gives a whole new meaning to grow your own. Doctors in Spain gave a woman a new windpipe with tissue grown from her own stem cells. That means no need for anti-rejection drugs and no controversy over using embryonic stem cells. But what does it mean for the future of body part transplants? Joining me is Dr. Barbara Murphy, the president of the American Society of Transplantation. Why is this creating such excitement?
Well, the reason it's so exciting is they've generated functional biological tissue that lacks the antigens or the proteins that cause rejection using donor tissue and the recipient's own stem cells.
So how have they put the stem cells into the windpipe?
So basically they coat the windpipe. They take all the other cells away from the windpipe and they're left with this kind of inert tissue from the donor. And
when you say all the other cells, they can't take all the cells out of the windpipe, presumably, otherwise there's no windpipe left.
Yeah, no, there's some connective tissue in that there, and then they coat it with the recipient stem cells. So basically what the recipient winds up seeing is herself. So she has her own windpipe, a windpipe that has her own cells.
So to all intents and purposes, it is her windpipe
she's
created in a lab.
Yeah, she's seeing her own cells. So the bottom line is she's not seeing the proteins that we normally associate with rejection, and as a result of that, she doesn't need to take the medications to stop rejections.
Where is this leading in the future? What kind of replacement body parts can we expect, if any?
We're not exactly looking at suddenly developing limbs and stuff like
please.
that. No, not yet, no. Because so when you take these stem cells, you have to culture them in certain growth factors so that they differentiate or develop into a particular tissue. So if you take a hand or something like that, there's multiple different tissues. They all require different factors to go into that particular type of tissue.
Someday down the track, though, 50 years' time, I mean, is it possible that we could be creating hearts, creating spinal cords, creating all sorts of different things
Well, if you consider that 50 years is a long time in the world of transplantation, the first living donor transplant was actually conducted 50 years ago. So 50 years from now, I would love to think that we were at the point that we were generating organs, and hopefully that's, but it's a